Hi Leos, hello, how are you? This is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Yes, hi Leos. Yes, how are you doing? I hope everyone is safe and well. My friends, if you would like to win the 20-minute free private reading with Spirit and myself, please just subscribe to the channel and put it in the comment section that you did so. Just write it down there. It doesn't matter if you've been with us for a while or if you're new to the channel. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here for a while, thank you so much for your support and for just being here, because it's cool to work with your energies, right? I can't do it by myself, so that's awesome. Okay, thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscriptions, comments. Yeah, you liking and you commenting really helps the channel grow. Yeah, and I would really like to reach more people. So if you'd like to help with that endeavor, knock yourselves out, please. All right, the winner of August free private reading is in the caption section if you're interested in that. Oh, please note it's a general reading, and it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else. Ooh. Okay. It's not gender specific, nor is it time specific. You can reverse the placements. Whenever the message reaches you, it's yours at that time. Go with your gut feeling really here with this particular type of reading, because we have a lot of signs in our chart regardless, and at different transits with the planets and everything hits different signs and la la la. Just go with your gut. Whenever the title resonates with you, watch it. There may be a message in it for you. All right, Leos, let's hop in. Cards are already pre-shuffled. 2 guardian angel cards popped out. One is face down that I can't see yet. This is for now. And then there's another one that's faced upward. That's the star. I'll read that one to you in the extended. What I can see so far from your cards here is that the Knight of Rods is here and the Hermit. This is you and somebody else, I feel. You and somebody else. You and somebody else. We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll start your reading. If you're interested, I'm posting all the pictures. Wow. And now this card just flipped out. You know, the Eight of Cups. If you're interested, I'm posting the cards, like a picture of those cards from this reading and the extended over on Vimeo and Patreon, on Instagram at Universal Power Tarot. All right, let's see. Yeah, 7 of Rods, which is you. You're currently faced with, and this starts really great, so you're gonna switch off right away. Challenges. I could have started that off a little bit more smoothly, where it's just like, yeah, you're doing really great because because you've set up life for you pretty well, right? You're in the middle of setting everything up for yourself, so it works really smoothly. There's still some struggles happening for you, and something where you feel like you have to push through. Just keep pushing through is what Spirit says here, because it's really worth it, and you're almost there, right? You're almost there, but you made a great effort in putting your life where it needs to be, right? Comparing that card to the 10 of Wands, that is really burdensome, and you don't know where to put all those wands. And here you really actually put them, you're like, okay, you started with 1 and then you worked your way up. You were just like, okay, I need to put them, I want to do this, I want to do that. And you may not have, probably wasn't really aware of where it was that this was going exactly. So you just kept building, possibly also just with Spirit's help, right? Spirit is just like, okay, this one's got to go there. And you're like, with the first one, maybe not listening, maybe throwing the wand away, but then realizing that it was a good idea maybe to listen to Spirit and to the advice, because they knew what they were doing before you actually had a clue what they were trying to do. Which is often the case, right? Or always. I want to be out there and say always the case. It's so interesting when you start out on something and have no clue where this journey is going. But by now you can already see, because you've put so many in place already, where this journey is kind of headed. Again, there's still not all of them in place yet, but you're pretty far along on your journey here. So congratulations, you really pushed through, and This is also indicative that you're very passionate about what you're doing and that you can push through any obstacle that may or may not come your way here. Okay? Oh, wow. Wow. The Nine of Wands. Look at that. That's quite defensive here. That it totally is expected a completely different reading, to be honest with you, because I was feeling a different kind of a vibe. So I'm interested how we continue with that. So the Nine of Rods is being on guard. You have lots of wands here, so much action. You have the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Hermit has a wand as well. Very interesting. So action loaded. So you may be like really doing a lot and trying to fend off anything and anyone that is trying to come close to your project and may endanger the growth of your project. You're not even taking the risk of anyone coming close and kicking one of those wands. So because you worked on that so hard, you're just like, I'm not letting anyone close to this. I'm not going to let anyone mess with this or with me because I worked really hard on this, says Leo, right? Really hard. This is also, the Nine of Rods is also about boundaries setting, like setting healthy boundaries. This is in the realm of fierce, unconditional love towards yourself, but also towards others. And this is a really interesting principle because we sometimes think that when we set boundaries, we hurt others, right? But the contrary is the case, actually. By not setting boundaries, we're actually hurting others, and most of all, we're hurting ourselves. So this is when you set a loving boundary, right? This is my boundary. It's set in stone. It is set in stone. It's right there. It's immovable. It's very important, especially if you're coming from a background where your boundaries were taken away, let's say, right? Then it's all the more important to really get clear on where they are. What are your what values, Leo? Where are your boundaries, right? And really stand up for them. This has also a connotation of the divine masculine being healed, because that is the divine masculine's job, right? And I'm talking internally. The female, the feminine side, is the one that creates, and that is like flowers and, you know, dancing. And the masculine is here to protect that. And internally, they really need to stand strong together, and then you show up immensely strong, and then you're able to set those fiercely loving boundaries, right? Because then they work together, and that is a cool thing, really cool thing. Yeah, and this is somebody else. This is somebody else. Now the Knight of Rods, we could be talking, this is funny, because we could be talking about a player, kind of a person here. It doesn't have to be, okay? It doesn't have to be. It's someone very attractive, but you're not sure of this person. Again, you're not so sure of this person. And you're trying to fend them off. You're trying to fend them off. Whoever this is to you, you will know, right? I don't know your life. So whatever resonates here for you, just take it, right? And you just want to make sure they keep their distance. And it doesn't have to be that they have bad intentions or that they are indeed a player, because that would be a player card, that one, right? But usually I don't really read it like that, but it just came up just now like that. But again, it doesn't have to be. They're not even facing towards you, so you may just take precaution because you've experienced something in the past, and you may, I don't know, feel like I better like take the precaution better now than too late, kind of like. That's the feeling I'm getting. And then you have the Wise One that I showed you earlier. That's the Hermit card here. And he, not gender specific, is really holding that wand. Just one. And it's like that situation or person caused you to go inside and really look, okay, where's my fire? Do I really need all those wands? Like step away. That's stepping away from the project or whatever you started here. And it's also a stepping towards yourself, and it's a check-in point. And with the full moon in Pisces, that is truly a check-in point, because that's about our heart and matters of the heart being healed. And that's exactly that. That has a lot to do with the boundaries, right? And we've got the little bunny rabbit down here in the picture with which is like the inner child that is looking up. It looks like you have a good connection, like an established connection already with your inner child, and you are being your own anchor, and you know what you have to do in order to go hermit, right? You really know, because you've been there a bunch of times, and it may even feel like comfortable to you, where you're just like, all right, let's just do that. Let's go on that journey, on that internal journey, and let's transform a little bit. But this is not something big. It's not something big. It feels like something just take 5, basically. Take a little bit of time off to check in with yourself here and see if what you're feeling towards that person or situation is accurate. So it's like tapping into higher wisdom. That could be in meditation. Just go within, because you do have all the answers here, Leo. Oh yeah, wow. The Queen of Cups, and that's a totally different energy. That's like, maybe I have to guard myself like that against that person or against that situation. That's you being in the receptive mode very much. And that's also you being highly intuitive here. And that's you opening the door and like, yeah, okay, I think I'll give this a shot. This is kind of like the energy. It's like, yeah, okay. I think we can try. I think we can, like, you're just like, this is realizing that you do have the power to protect yourself, that you do have the power to set those boundaries and be that authority. And that in turn makes the feminine side of you, like the softer side, come out more and allows you to be in the receptive mode here towards that situation or person, because you feel strong, because the masculine is right there. So that makes you feel very safe and very open and receptive. And that's quite the contrast to the first cards. Let's continue with the Wildwood Tarot here and see. Thank you. Oh. That's funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're gonna love this, I think. Okay, cool. Wow, this is big. Really big. Cool stuff. Thank you. Oh yeah. One more? Yes. Thank you. Now the wolf came out. That's interesting too, right? I'll show all of them to you in a second. The wolf came out, and the wolf has been shown up, first of all, in the energy update, if you would like to check that out. That was double wolf spirit. Then I heard that a bunch of people had wolves in their dreams, which is very interesting. And my dear friend Beth, her link I'll put in the caption down below. She's a dream interpreter, if you would like to have your dreams interpreted. She was also reflecting to me that that was her experience right now. So if you've had a wolf dream, you can go to her and have your dream interpreted if you so wish. But it seems to be like wolves are coming together. The pack is coming together. The time for being alone and being a lone wolf seems to be over here as well. All right. We won't be able to interpret all the cards here. I'm just saying it now. We'll take it over to Vimeo and Patreon. But for now, we'll continue. This is the Knight of Stones. It's the horse, right? This is quite the young energy, and it's like wild and free-spirited and not really knowing that much about life yet. It's that youngster kind of an energy, right? Where it's just like, yeah, let's go. A bunch of energy. It's almost like the Knight of Rods here. Almost like the Knight of Rods. That would be the same kind of energy, right? Wild and free and just running, but also kind of inexperienced too. And by not being so experienced, you know that could do damage, not because they're not well-meaning, but just because of their inexperience. I don't want to say immaturity because I don't think that's it. It's rather a recklessness, but not in a bad sense. A recklessness in the sense of, you know how adolescents just do stuff without thinking about it because they haven't experienced it and they may not necessarily have that foresight. That's that, where someone just wants to jump in and you're just like, whoa, hold your horses. And that's quite fitting. Hold your horses, man or woman. back off a little bit, right? You don't know. You may be wanting to jump in, but I've experienced a bunch of things, so maybe you want to take it a little bit more slow, but still in the receptive mode. So that's a cool stance to be in as well, because that allows you to communicate, right, properly. That's great, really great stuff. And then you have the Sun of Light, and that's so Leo, right? We are the Sun with the number 19 breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1, which is a new cycle that is starting here for you. And that seems to be triggered by that person here, or by the situation that is unfolding here for you, that allows you to rise. And now that's quite interesting, because your next card out is the Ace of Stones, which is the foundation of life. Now this is huge. Now you have the Sun of Life and you have the foundation of life. It's crazy. Like, this is crazy strong, right? You really coming back to your core and the center of yourself here. And you have those two stones here, divine feminine, divine masculine. And one of those stones is right there. One of those is yours, and the other one is somebody else's as well as your own, if that makes any sense. Like, internally as well as externally here. And you're so alike. That's the funny thing about it. You may think, yeah, you've left your imprint and you made your own mark on life, but yet you're so similar. And we have indeed like a horse in the background. So there's some reminiscing about that, or some recognition, that's the word, some recognition in the back, like from a past life. And all of a sudden realizing that this person, that you are the same. Because you see the stones, they have the same imprint. And it's like something about that really wakes you up and triggers you and reminds you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My son just snuck up. Hey Schatzi, das kannst du nicht machen. Kannst du bitte wieder zurückgehen? Ich muss mich konzentrieren.
Aber ich mag Süßigkeit.
Hol dir welche bitte. I'm so sorry, Leo. He knows he's not supposed to disturb me, and he just wanted candy. I'm sorry. So, let's continue. So this is like so cool. This sparks something in you, and it really, really ignites this. So the Sun of Life, like this is really like sparking you into full power, and into recognition about this person. And this is allowing you to bloom. Like, this is also a strong connection with the earth here. Like, your feet firmly on the ground, yet highly connected to the sky. And remember when I was saying heart, like healing of the heart, like look at how his heart is being activated, not gender specific, right? How it starts to shine. And this is opening something for you. Like, encountering this person is opening something for you here, because it confronts you with something that you may not even have been aware of. We often aren't aware of blockages in the heart, because if we could feel it, and the heart is doing the feeling here, like a lot of it, then we would notice. But it was almost necessary for you to meet that person. Yeah. To get to the Ace of Stones, right? This is stability also. This is like huge stability, and realizing how strong you're standing there, how strong you're showing up for yourself and in your life. And those encounters are often also check-in points for us, where we can just be like, because when we go hermit and we work on ourselves for quite some time and then come back out of hermiting mode, and we haven't had the chance to have other people mirror ourselves or our behaviors, then it's different. And we need that mirror in order to understand where we are, like how much we've grown. And this person is such a check-in point for you here. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Yeah, and during your hermiting mode, look at this, Leo. During your hermiting mode, you've become a shaman, or someone who works with rituals, someone who knows their craft too, because you have like quite the toolbox here that you acquired in your hermiting mode. And again, this could have been, like I said, the energy I was picking up earlier was that you did this before. You went hermit, and you don't really have a problem with going hermit anymore. In the beginning, you may have been like, oh my God, not again. But now it's like you use this as a tool. This has become a tool for you in order to really like ground yourself, to check in with yourself. But this other person, again, becomes this check-in point here for you, plus you. So that's so cool when you have figured out how to focus yourself and how to find out stuff for yourself, and then you get a mirror, right? That's amazing. That's really, really cool. Yeah. Some of you may be, and this could be specific, like saging, using sage to smoke out your home. Maybe it's also something, you know, after a release, after realizing something, and maybe you cry a little bit, like smoke it out, okay? Smoke it out. Also dancing. I'm gonna post a video on this because dancing is so awesome. It helps you, you know how you sometimes have stagnant energy within you without even knowing? Dancing, I swear to you guys, dancing is releasing a lot. So I really recommend you just dance to some beats and like just go nuts, like in your apartment or wherever you live, right? Really, really do that. Yeah. And the shaman has the number 1 as well, which is the beginning of something. It's also a card of manifestation, right? You are manifesting something here. Or you may have manifested even this person or this whole situation here because you are looking to grow. And the King of Stones, the wolf, like I said earlier, I already explained that there's a lot of wolf stuff going through, and I actually, if you've seen the reading with the wolves, the energy update, and then I did another one with that as well, I didn't like put that thing in the laundry, like the t-shirt, or put it back in the closet, because it's still over my chair because I found the need to leave it out. And this is so interesting. So wolf themes are really running through. And this is, again, the stones are about stability here. And you have found stability within yourself first, Leo. And then you go out. That's why you can show up like that, like the Queen of Cups here. That's why you can offer your love if you feel like it, right? If you feel like this is cool. Yeah, lone wolf, but also able to run in the pack. And I feel this is coming here to you and for you, and this must have been a long time coming. This is something you've been waiting on for such a long time, and finally the manifestation is here in the physical, but you've waited on this. You have the Four of Vessels with boredom. It's just like you waited and waited and waited. It's much like this card too, right? You've been productive in your waiting period, but man, has this been a journey for you. It has been such a long journey, Leos, and finally it is here for you. That is so cool. So cool. So we did get to read all of your cards here. We did. I'm curious to find out, first of all, where this is taking you. Like, what is this person doing in your life, and what's the higher purpose of this, which we're going to find out in the extended over on Vimeo and or Patreon if you would like to follow us over there. Link down below in the caption as well as in the comment section. There's a deal for Patreons where you get 15% off of private readings with me, which can be a really nice and helpful addition to those general readings. And yeah, and also we're going to draw purely oracle cards by the looks of it, so this should be very interesting. So again, if you would like to follow me, I'll either see you over there or next time. Thank you, Leos. Bye.